The very first core value that I want to speak about is the concept of process focus. This is the very first core value that we encourage. Now, what do we need to avoid here? Let's just dive in. Well, the first thing that you need to avoid is a very problematic thing that we see, which is self-diagnosis. And I'm going to be very brutally honest with everyone here. If you've never built a six-figure account from trading within the financial markets, then you don't know how to do it. And that's the bottom line. And so any kind of self-diagnosis, well, I think I should do this, or now I think I should do that, is fundamentally irrelevant because you only know what to do once you've actually done it. And that's why you're here. You're in the academy so that you can avoid any type of self-diagnosis. And you can get diagnosed by people that have actually done it, by instructors that have actually achieved this. And the reality is what we want does not always, very rarely, in fact, give us what we need. So what do we need to do? Well, we actually need to just flip this around. So in order to make a good decision, you need to really, really have a bloody keen eye and good focus on what you need. What is it that I actually need properly, right? Not some excuse that I've created to make myself believe that I need it, but what do I actually need? Because the reality is, if you've ever been camping, human beings don't need that much, right? We actually don't. So if you go camping for any time longer than 2 or 3 days and you come back from camping, you're like, wow, you walk into a house with running water and all these things. It's like, I don't actually need all of these things. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't have it, but the reality is what we need is very different to what we want. But the cool thing is this: when you focus on what you need, it actually gives you what you want. So for example, I may want the donut, but it's not going to give me good health. But if I focus on what I need, right, which is healthy food, that's going to give me what I want, which is good health. And that's the conundrum that we need to